Hello students, today I am going to give you a short video based on the chapter Ishwaran the Storyteller, and this story is written by R.K. Lakshman. All of you know that R.K. Lakshman is a well-known South Indian writer, a storyteller, and a cartoonist. He is famous for his story Malgudi Days and many more. He drew sketches also for the leading newspapers of his time. He loved children and wrote for children. He was born in 1921 and he died very recently in 2015 on 26th of January. So we can call him a modern writer also. Now something about the story. As all of you know, when you will read the story, you will find that the title of this chapter, Ishwaran the Storyteller, tells us that this story is about Ishwaran. He is called the storyteller because, as you know, that storytelling is an art, and Ishwaran is very good at it. It means storytelling. Actually, his name is Ishwaran, but you know, in Tamil language, H is less pronounced. So, it is written here as Iswaran. 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 This man, Iswaran, while telling stories, uses special effects. He uses his body language also to express. He does voice modulation to make the story realistic to his listeners. As he is a storyteller, so there must be story listeners also. He makes his listeners captivating and enthralled by his stories. The writer wants to highlight the quality of Ishwaran. Why the author has written this story and given it this title Ishwaran as the storyteller, because he wants to highlight the quality of Ishwaran, that he is so good at storytelling that his stories appear to be real, fascinating, captivating to the listeners. Now, in the story, there are three main characters. First is Ganesh, second Mahendra, and third Ishwaran. The story was narrated to Ganesh by a young man named Mahendra. He was a junior supervisor in a firm which offered on hire supervisors at various types of construction sites. For example, construction of factories, bridges, dams, and so on. Mahendra's job was to keep an eye on the workers and their activities at the work site. He had to keep moving from place to place. It was his duty to go from one place to another place to check the works, the activities done by the workers over there. Here in this chapter, you will find that Mahendra tells a story about his cook Ishwaran to Ganesha. And now the story starts that the story was narrated to Ganesh by a young man, Mahendra. He was a junior supervisor in a firm which offered on hire supervisors at various types of construction sites as factories, bridges, dams, and so on, as I have told you. Now he's talking about his cook Iswaran, is telling the story to Ganesh. Now, who was Mahendra? First of all, we have to know this, that who was this Mahendra was telling the story about his cook Iswaran. So Mahendra was a bachelor, and he was such a person who was able to adjust himself in all kinds of odd conditions. I have told you that he had a touring job. He used to tour from one place to another place, and even in ill-equipped circuit houses or makeshift canvas tents, he used to stay there on duty. But one asset he had, and that asset was his cook Iswaran. The cook was quite attached. He was very close to Mahendra and followed him uncomplainingly wherever he was posted. Wherever Mahendra used to go, this Iswaran, his cook, used to accompany him. And he was not only his cook, but he was of a great help to Mahendra. He used to wash his clothes, he used to chat with him, he used to arrange for all the ingredients used in cooking, he used to go for marketing and shopping. And above all these things, he was a very good storyteller. He could weave out endless stories and anecdotes on varied subjects. Varied subjects means various subjects. Ishwaran also had an amazing capacity to produce vegetables and cooking ingredients out of nowhere in the middle of a desolate landscape. Desolate means very lonely place. With no shops visible for miles around. He would miraculously conjure up, very mysteriously. He could arrange for most delicious dishes with fresh vegetables within an hour of arriving at those places where Mahendra had to visit, had to go. So he was a very quick, very active person. Who? Ishwaran. What was the daily routine of Mahendra, and how could Ishwaran use to help him? Mahendra would be up early in the morning and leave for work after breakfast, carrying some prepared food with him. Not only Ishwaran used to prepare breakfast for him, but he used to provide him tiffin also. Meanwhile, Ishwaran would tidy up the shed, wash the clothes, and have a leisurely bath, pouring several buckets of water over his head. And while taking a bath, he used to mutter a prayer also. He used to chant a prayer also. It would be lunch time by then, and after eating, he used to go for a short nap. Before that, daily he used to read a book, some popular Tamil thriller he used to read, some novels. In which language? Tamil language. And after that, he used to take a small nap in the daytime, rest in the daytime. Now, this is the first part of this video. I will continue with the story in the second part of the video. Thank you.